Welcome to the podcast, Young in Love.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Young in Love podcast, and this is your favorite host, Keziah Vilawa. On today's episode, we are going to be discussing one night stand. Will I share my one night stand experience with you or not? I don't know. To do this episode, I have brought in someone special, and no, she's not a guest. She's a co-host. She's a podcaster par excellence, and she's no other than King Precious. Drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. You're going to be hearing her in the second segment of this episode. This is just a reminder that your penis can actually break. So if you haven't listened to the previous episode of the Young in Love podcast, please do so. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So now I'm going to let my co-host introduce herself. King Precious, over to you.
Hi.
Hello.
All right. My name is King Precious. Okay, for the record, I'm not doing all this feminism. Before people start saying I'm dragging kingship with the guys. All right. It's just Easy Precious, the same thing as King Precious. And I host Let's Gist with Precious podcast. So when you hear Let's Gist with Precious podcast, you know there are a lot of gist happening there.
All right. So for those who do not know, Eze, you're Igbo.
Yes.
So Eze in Igbo means king. Her name is Precious Eze. Well, you know, she's trying to help you guys make it easy to understand what her name means. So instead of saying Precious Eze, she says Precious King or King Precious.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so on today's episode, we are discussing one night too. Pre.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us the truth, the absolute truth. Have you done one night before? One night stand?
No.
Why?
I don't think I'm ever going to try that.
Okay, but how old are you? What's your age range?
My age range, okay. So, I mean, like I said, middle 20s.
Okay. You don't know that you're supposed to be living life at that age.
Not be that kind of life.
Okay, so I don't think I have done the one night stand before. I don't think I have.
So I say you don't think, like you're not sure.
You know, some things come close, but I don't think you get.
Okay.
So instead of discussing my own experience, let's discuss the experience of these guys and ladies who shared their one night experiences, and they shared it on Omowumi's page.
Yeah, on Instagram.
On Instagram, yes. So, Precious, you go first with the experience of the first lady.
Okay, so this 1 year is from Gwemisola. She's 25 years, and
You see? What your mates are doing.
So she said we hooked up at a club. After some kissing and smooshing, we went to one of the bedrooms within the club to have a quickie. We were still at it when two sets of people came to knock too. We became six in there as if it was a planned orgy. It was so awkward.
Is it orgy or be orgy?
Orgy.
Sorry to those whose names are orgy.
Orgy. It was so awkward, but everyone was minding their business. I wasn't comfortable throughout.
Like,
oh my God.
how do you just go to a club and meet some guy at the club?
Some random guy.
And you people just start hitting it? And she didn't mention that there was even protection.
I doubt. It was something that they just
you
wanted
just let
to do.
some random stranger ride you raw.
People do it. People get mind.
In Lagos. She didn't mention her location.
Isn't here.
Guys, that's risky. I don't recommend.
It must have been really awkward. Like, you're not seeing other persons. Just
you get like you and your club guy. You could go to the bathroom to have sex,
they
and
now
then
had other persons
and they
in
also
the same room.
Bemisola, kudos to you, but I will not recommend. This one is from Kolade 27, a guy. Okay. He said, I met Diola at a restaurant in Lekki. This Lekki.
Island boys.
As in, after a little chit chat, we decided to go to my apartment to have sex. Risha finished having sex and slept. I woke up for the fourth round at 3 a.m. but couldn't find Diola. Only for me to enter my kitchen and saw her turning eba and microwaving soup. She said she heard my dog barking and she wanted to feed her. I didn't even have a dog.
You should have just said you were hungry.
Why is she lying? Why lie?
I mean, the sex you've been doing is strength. Energy had gone out of you, so you wanted to do a refill.
Do you understand? The way I see it is already sex is bonding. I feel if people have bonded 3 rounds already, like, because from what he said, they've done first round, second round,
waking up for the fourth one.
4th round. So I mean, he has seen your body, he has seen your nakedness. Why are you not making shakara? The guy does not have dog. He meets you in his kitchen and he says you're turning Eba for his dog. Of all the lies.
He does that.
Anyways, let's move on. What's the next reference?
So Augusta is 20, she's 24. I was on a trip to my hometown. It was driving by while I was waiting to get a cab. He stopped and told me to get in, which I did. He was so friendly and jovial. We made out for some minutes before we agreed to go to his place that evening to end what we started. We got there. I wanted to pee, so I rushed to use his bedroom toilet. That's how I heard him arguing with someone. I came out and the person was his wife. She beat me blue-black in his presence. He didn't even interfere. I left their place that night. Dogs almost ate me on their street. What did I just read?
But why are guys like that?
So I had a wife.
See, let's paint this whole scenario, right? Because I've had people give me a lift. People I did not know. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? So I will get into the car now of one of such guys giving me a lift. And then we'll start making out in his car. How do you guys
from
do it?
There you upgrade to the house.
Then you now say, come to the house, let's go have sex.
Finish what we started.
Then you now go. You go and ease yourself. You now start. At first, if I'm the one in the bathroom and I hear the guy talking, I would think, is this guy mad? Because I know when we entered the house, there was just both of us. Only for you to discover it's his wife. And the wife now will not be... She would think that one is side chick. She will not know that it's just an innocent young girl.
Man, is that okay?
Since the
wife was beating her, it didn't even move. To even say her, as in save her or something. Yours is a sad experience, man.
Okay, this is from Mayowa, 29-year-old Mayowa. He said, I offered Chidima a ride. This Chidima again.
Chidima no go keep person.
I offered Chidima a ride. However, one thing led to the other and we found each other in my bed. The next day, she brought my breakfast to the bed while wearing my shirt. I got off the bed only to see that the entire house was sparkling clean at 7 a.m.
Wife material.
As in, I told her to dress up so I could drop her off at her destination since I was going to work. That's how she said I should not worry about how that I can drop the keys. Last, this babe refused to leave till after 1 week. And she was doing wife material things. Thank God my fiancé wasn't in town.
They had a fiancé.
Oh, damn it. Do you know, this thing just reminded me of an experience. This one guy I went to stay in his house. It was morning. He wanted to go to work. I was almost tempted to say, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Go to work. When you come back, I'll be here. You know those places you go to and you really don't want to leave? You're just comfortable.
Yeah.
But I was like, Keziah, behave. Don't be like Chidima.
1 week. That means she actually has nothing to attend to. Maybe no family member will even ask of her. She just feel like, what is there? Nobody's going to.
That might not necessarily be the case because sometimes if they will call her, they're not asking after her location
just
or stuff like
I'm fine. I went somewhere.
You get, she might not even have to say that. She just basically texting with people, and if they call, what's up? Hi. Nobody really cares. Are you in your house?
True.
You get, Well,
so this one is from Julie. She's 26 years. I had just ended a 3-year relationship, so I went to a bar to drink. Lekon came to my table. Yoruba demon. Came to my table and we started talking. We never agreed to date, neither did we plan to see after that night. I got his apartment at Aja where we had sex. Around 5 a.m. the following day, my ex called. Lekon got very angry and said, how dare I pick a man's call beside him? I asked if I'm his girlfriend or what is he feeling? Why is he feeling so entitled? He slapped my hand and my phone fell and broke. We started fighting. He overpowered me and I had to call for help. It was when his neighbors came out, I found out he's a mad person that they always avoid in that compound. Wow.
Imagine doing this kind of one night stand with this person. And
he's feeling entitled.
You carry belly for a mad person. Do you understand?
True. You have to.
Did you?
I just painted the picture and it's really something.
Did you read the thread by Sabrina. Is this Sabina or Sabrina? And what's this guy's name? BC or something like that. I mean, they're very popular people. The girl broke his MacBook screen, took his phone, broke his television. You know these artworks? I think one was molded of, is it Oduduwa? Or, you know this?
Yeah.
She broke the neck. As in, she didn't even spare the neck of the gods. In her anger. She broke that one there. There are some people that are actually crazy.
Like, you don't even know this girl. You just broke, like, slapped. Wow. Imagine if you had.
What if it was
she had not even
worse?
called for help?
No, what if it was worse? Because some people will
Kill
actually knock you. I mean, have sex with you and kill you.
Seriously, it could
And
actually happen.
bury you somewhere,
I don't
like
think
nothing
they
will
think this true. They just go with the now moment.
Guys, listen, before we round up, I just want to tell you, one night stand is not worth the risk at all. There are so many things that could happen to you. You could get killed, could be raped. I know this Nigeria, we're trying to kick against it, but this is still Nigeria. A lot of people will first of all ask you, what were you doing in his house?
Exactly.
Or, stuff like that is all they are very risky.
Very, very real.
It is very risky. Don't do it. Coupled with all the diseases you could get. Like, when people do
say
one
they
night stand,
carry
do they
disease.
kiss? I mean, like, do they kiss? Because I hear that sex workers don't kiss. It's off limits.
For this, I think they kiss. We read some that after making out, of course, if they were making out in the car, there would have been a lot of kissing.
Kissing. Mouth that you don't know where it has been. Mouth that you don't know what is carrying. There's herpes. There are all kinds of diseases flying around. Just be kissing people
Up and
that you
down.
just met. No time to even observe. Me, I used to observe people's oral hygiene. Before I'm like, people are trying. Let's go ahead. This is from Deji.
Okay.
27 years old. I followed this single old lady to her house. This one is a gigolo.
As in there.
I followed this single old lady to her house for a one-night stand. She offered me money, which I gladly collected. That's how Mama called me a month after that she's pregnant and she cannot abort it. Mommy, pregnant for who? I found out 2 years after that the baby wasn't mine. And the lady said she just wanted to use that to tie me down. So I'll be showing up and we will keep having sex because sex with me was so good. That's how one night stand turned to 2 years stand for me. Well done, Odeji. I hailed you. Sad Golo. Can you imagine?
Sex with him was so good. They had to give himself some kudos there.
What if the baby was actually, like, what if his own? She gets. I mean, are there sugar mummies that get pregnant for their gigolos?
Don't even know.
One night stand.
Alright, so this is from Bolanle 25. A friend was looking for a girl to spend the night with a guy named Gideon who just came back from France. He asked if I'm interested and I found it offensive until I heard the amount of money he would pay. Gideon was a machine gun. I almost died before morning due to several rounds of sex. The following morning, I asked for my money and he said that his bank app is messing up and he only had 3k cash. We dragged it till it was time to check out. We entered his car and he said, if I don't collect this 3k and get out, I'll find myself on blogs. I couldn't fight him before people start to think I'm a prostitute. I just collected the 3k and left. I'm still grieving.
Wow. See,
Machine gun.
See, guys, you need to. Transaction is a transaction.
Exactly.
In this case, this was transactional
business.
sex.
Yes,
You
it
understand?
was.
I have sex with you. You give
pay
me this
me.
amount of money, and for her to have agreed from the beginning, you see that she's someone that you know puts her esteem in front, like
Because she found it offensive until she heard about the money involved.
So now, if you have promised the amount of money, for heaven's sake, one stick to your word. Okay, let's assume
I hear that the bank app is messing up. But God no get the money.
Let's agree and assume that the banking app was indeed messing up. The way he went about it scattered the whole thing.
Exactly.
How can you tell if you don't take this 3K and get out? That means he proposed in his heart to give her that 3K. He just wanted to deceive her. See, what's the name of that one again?
Bolanle.
Did she mention the name of the guy?
No, Gideon.
Gideon. Stop
Gideon
doing that.
that came back from
You're
France.
heaping wahala on top of your head. You don't know it. What am I saying? But seriously, guys, a transaction is a transaction, yeah?
Yeah, stick to
to
it.
your word. And again, girls, guys, in fact, everybody, don't let money move you. If you're not going to do it, you're not going to do it. Do you understand? Because it's paining her.
Yes,
because
now.
she anticipated
And
that
this one, she
money.
said she almost died with the whole round.
Imagine dying for money you not get.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. If you want,
It isn't.
if she had approached Gideon with the mind that, oh, I like this guy,
It's a different
it
thing
will not
now.
pepper her like this. Do you understand? So, ladies, don't do it because of the money. If I don't do one night stand at all,
Money or no money.
money or no money. Oh. This is from Kokun, 31 years. He said, I met Mona Lisa at a night party and we headed to my place sharp to have sex. That's how I woke up at 4 a.m. and was wondering if it was Mona Lisa I brought home last night or a random grandmother.
Hey.
She only had few strands of hair at the center of her head with a red bleached face. Her knuckles were as dark as a car tire. About 4 teeth were missing in her front teeth and she was snoring like an elephant. I ran out of bed to brush my teeth. She moved closer to me for another round of sex and I almost tear her dirty slap. I wished the sex never even happened, safe, chai.
Wow.
This one is case of what I ordered versus.
I'm telling you, I
what
wonder
I
what was
got.
wrong with the girl, the lady.
And maybe when they were even having sex, the light was off. That's why, look here, I like the lights being on at night. I don't, whether you're having sex or not, or even if you just want to smoosh, you want to, please keep the light on. Because I want to see. I want to see. I want to see everything.
Like grandma, the teeth again missing.
Front
Like
teeth missing in front. How?
I'm feeling like she has something
So,
going
but
on.
did he not see her at the night party? I mean,
Probably the old wig and everything she had
or
on.
maybe because it was night party, the light was off, Kwan. Do you understand? So he could
Or probably he was drunk or something when he
Oh,
was...
damn it, man. Wine is a mocker.
Nkechi, 33 years. I and my friend did one of the craziest things during our 4th year in uni. We rented an Airbnb with our boyfriends to spend the weekend. We decided to exchange our boyfriends, but it was going to be a one-night thing. My boyfriend and my friend started before us, and the morning sound they were making was distracting us. My friend's BF couldn't even have an erection because it was restless. I was also worried because my boyfriend had never moaned so loud with me. Last, we left the room and stood by their door. We barged in when it became unbearable and the matter turned into yam pepper scatter, which affected our relationships.
Of course.
I and my friend are married to different men now. Like, why did you decide to exchange boyfriends?
In the first place, why would you do that? Then secondly, after that kind of this thing, is goodbye you. Goodbye, because the way you're mourning with that girl, just be with her. It's like she makes you happy. Just stick there.
Imagine like
as if
the other couple had to go to the door. That would have been intense.
And it's like they were just waiting for the opportunity to have sex because no hesitation, nothing. They just exchange partners and boom, they got into it. Now you know who really loved who in that relationship. It is where with people's souls or exchange. Don't exchange booze or. Yomi, 28. I had been talking to this girl for a long time on Twitter and we decided to meet just for knacks. That's just for sex. We kissed and she went down to give me a blowjob. She suddenly stood up, carried her bag and ran into the bathroom. She was taking so long and Konji had grabbed me by my neck. I became so suspicious and entered the bathroom. I met this lady shaving her pubic hair with a clipper and the most annoying part was that hair was flying everywhere. Everything that was standing on my body just went down. I mean, why would it go down? Don't you shave?
No, the fact that they're already in the middle of it and she remembered that. But does that mean she moved around with clipper?
My dear, I don't know, but see,
because she took it from her bag.
What if the clipper was his own?
No, she said, she ran with her bag.
She carried her bag into the bathroom, but it was not stated there whether the clipper was...
The clipper was something in that bag. Where did she get the clipper from? So she moves around with clipper.
You know the funny thing is, this one is not the type of one night stand that we've been hearing of. This is a different kind of one night because they had been talking on Twitter and they decided to meet up. So she had time to prepare herself to shave whatever needed to be shaven and be shaved. But you decide to do it in the man's house when you start giving him blowjob. That's crazy.
The way the guy said hair flying up and down, like that's what was plenty.
What's the next one?
Adeola 31. We met at a friend's party and we left to hang out at the bar. Our conversation at the bar was about sex. He told me about his sexual escapades and how it would put me in 10 positions that night. I couldn't wait for him to knock my soul out of my body. So I initiated that we go to my apartment because it was closer. I was undressing when he said he was hungry. He ate, and before I could get back from the kitchen, he had slept. I was looking at him with disgust as he snores. I knew I had to go and sleep on the couch in the sitting room when he let out a long, resounding, stinking fart that almost brought down the room. After making my how he's going to put her in 10 position, he didn't even put her in one single position.
That's why I always tell guys, I say, see, don't blow your trumpet.
Exactly.
Don't make mouths to a girl like, if I give you head, oh my God, heaven will come down, your soul will leave your body. I know I'm good at this. Because maybe some girls have been giving you feedback that, oh, you're good. But always bear in mind that ladies are different.
Exactly.
So what has excited women in your life in the past might not necessarily excite this present lady. Let the lady be the one to praise you afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So that somebody will not be disappointed. You know, there's something about just blowing people's hopes up. And then
raise the bar.
The person will not be like, is it this one?
Like,
you know, say, I can go for 30 minutes. When it's time, you now go for only 5 minutes. Everywhere bust.
2 seconds.
This is nonsense.
Maybe the guy was just hungry because they prepared food for the lady prepared food and all he did was he ate
and slept
and gave a resounding stinking fart.
May God help him. This is from Emeka 27. My one night stand experience was like going to hell and coming back. It was my first and I regret it. Of course. The babe looked so pretty, well-dressed, and neat. So I didn't even think twice before burying my head in that pussy, as in her vagina, yeah. She insisted I use a condom, and I begged her to let me do it like that because I wanted to enjoy her to the fullest. Few days after, I started having this tingling sensation on my tongue. I thought it was nothing serious until 5 days after, when I started seeing this horrible discharge. And urinating was painful. More. Now, so I take catch STI.
It's first time.
Emeka, let me tell you one word for you, stupid. Nonsense. So you meet
He
a
wanted
girl.
to enjoy her to the fullest.
No, the girl even suggested, let us use protection, condom. The guy was saying, no, I want to enjoy you to the fullest.
He enjoyed
How?
it, no?
A girl is telling you use condom. She will sabi her body. Maybe she even knew that she had something.
I think she knew.
And maybe he was insisting, no, babe, maybe to the
I see for him because now he has something to deal with.
Yeah, he will have to go and treat. He said, what did he even say, Seth?
STI.
He said he didn't think twice before burying his head in her. Didn't think twice.
Don't go lick.
Lick germs and germs and bacteria and disease. This is that you don't even need to have sex to contract some of these diseases. Maybe it's his tongue now that was doing him totally. It's his tongue, Abby.
God.
Emeka, God bless your soul. Don't ever do it again.
That's my lesson learned.
This is from Philip, 28 years. Lola is a bad bitch. And I've always wanted to have sex with her. Unfortunately, I didn't know she was an assassin too. Lola put the whole of my penis in her mouth and almost gulped it. That's not the type they say they like. It was sweet at the beginning until she started using her teeth. I started screaming, Lola, this is not how they do it, please. Lola. That was when she became more brutal and nearly killed me. Who do I call for help at 1 a.m.? Kai, do you know that this one? before I say what I want to say about
this one, she can swallow it.
Okay, what I was going to say is, you know, we're having fun with these experiences. We are also drawing the lessons from it and the risks involved.
Yeah.
Do you get? So from this, I think that people forget about the one night. Now, let's assume you're actually having sex with your partner. Be very sensitive to their body language and what they say. In fact, in this case, Philip was not giving body language. He opened his mouth to say, Lola, please stop. This is not how they do it. That should give you the sense that you're hurting him. You're hurting his dick, clearly. Do you understand? So you should stop or, retrace your steps. But he said that's when she even went on. So I feel that some people think that when a person is,
Say no.
say so. Yeah, it means yes. Like go
continue,
harder,
continue.
No, me, I'm very vocal about things I'm not comfortable with. If you're doing and I don't like it, stop. You're hurting me, and I expect you to freaking stop. Not think because I'm saying ouch or that's when you now you to do something. The guy was even sounding helpless.
Yes, he was helpless.
For help at 1 a.m.
That's it, even the lady that is overpowering you.
Ha! Who will you call for help at 1 a.m. and what will you tell them? That you brought out your dick for someone to suck and you started crying for help. Say, oh, you know this Nigeria, people like
the only reason is matter.
When you they enjoy, you know colors. Now she won't bite you. Now you can't.
See, I think it's the thing read like it was even using. She was using her teeth.
I don't think guys like that teeth.
I don't want to chew it.
Yeah, I feel it's going to hurt. So, ladies, don't use your teeth. That skin is very sensitive, and pay attention to the guy. And you know that in this sort of situation, even though it's hurting him, he cannot just pull back because already her grip is strong.
Yes.
So pulling back will also hurt him. So it's a kind of hostage situation where it's like if the person doesn't release you, you can't.
He's helpless. He can't do anything about it.
Okay, let's continue.
All right, this is Layo 27. I met Jimo at a bar in Lekki. I found him attractive and it was so obvious he did too. He moved closer to me, whispered in my ear, and we drove off in his car to his apartment. He told me he loves to dominate and I gave him the green light. Jimo started giving me head. 10 seconds into it, I pushed his head away and shouted, "What did you eat?" He said he only had pepper soup and smiled off. It felt like someone rubbed fresh pepper on my cookie. I had to sit in a big bowl of cold water throughout the night. Jimo, why did you eat pepper soup now?
Okay. I have a friend with a similar experience. In this case, it was not the guy, it was the girl. She said she ate food that was spicy hot. And then she went out with this guy and then she gave him head. With that mouth of, after eating the thing, your mouth might calm down, so you might not feel it.
Yeah.
But this is sensitive skin. You see vagina, penis, these are very sensitive parts of the body.
Sure.
She gave this guy a blowjob. The guy started shouting. What did you eat? And I said, nothing. It's just what did she even say in her case? Was it pepper soup or, stew that has so much pepper?
Yeah.
The guy was shouting. That was the end of the blowjob.
This one, she had to sit in a bowl of water throughout the night. So much for a one-night stand.
You see, with this whole pepper thing, right? With this whole pepper thing, the closest I've come, first and foremost, I don't even allow people go down on me, like, quickly. I'll always resist. Do you get? But this one time, this guy was going to use lube. After making mouth, this lube is imported. Lubricant is imported. It's very good, gentle on the skin, blah, blah, blah. The moment that thing touched my skin, my body, as in me, you understand, I almost ran crazy.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the name of this thing is. I don't know the name of the lube. All I remember was I stood up from that bed and I jumped into the bathroom to wash that lube. Since then, if you bring lube near me, I might not show it, but in my heart I'll be like, God, let's not be that one. Let's not be that one, though. These peppery things. This is from Fatai. Fatai, 30 years. He said, I met this random girl at a club and we headed home. We got inside and the energy was crazy. 10 minutes into the sex, she said she wanted to be on top to do a reverse cowgirl. I didn't know this girl had slowly removed the condom when she was stroking my penis before she started riding me. It felt different, but I thought it was because of the new position. I told her I was about to come, but she kept riding harder till I exploded. My dick was still inside her when I saw the condom on the bed. I was scared. She smiled and told me there's nothing to worry about. Thank God she didn't get pregnant and I didn't catch STD or more. Fear who no fear women, no. Well, Fatai, congratulations to you on not being a father.
But not contracting the disease.
Yeah. Girls these days actually some are trying to use pregnancy to trap guys.
Yeah.
So I would be dead scared if I were a guy. And I know that I put on condom, but along the way, I noticed that the guy has removed the condom. That's the end.
I know of a friend of mine. He is even a curse of his profession. you always have drugs for the girl, even if you didn't use protection. There was this day, after I was done with this girl, they used protection. He gave her the drug.
She refused to take it.
She refused. He said he carried it with water. He must take it to my present. He said he doesn't take chances. So the last one that happened, he had to carry the girl like that. They went straight because they didn't plan it, and it was out of corner. So that he went straight to the pharmacy. Bought the water, but he doesn't take, like, he would drink that medicine in his presence.
No, I think that's a little selfish because you're forcing girls to take pills. Contraceptive.
Yeah.
For some women, contraceptive can mess their system up big time.
So true.
So if you don't want to have a baby, you can't eat your cake and have it. Use a condom. Maybe he likes going raw because the pleasure is more intense. But again, one has to give.
Yeah.
You're that worried about being a father. Apparently you're not worried about STD.
He's
Because
not
now you want
that.
to write them wrong. You're not worried about that. But if you are that worried about having a child, then use a condom. Don't force girls to you understand, like, to take pills for you.
Just scared of
it
baby.
messes up people's system because it's hormonal. Do you understand? So I think that guy was just being selfish. Anyways, so this is the last one here from Nedu. I mean, the last one from my end.
Okay, then mine's one from my end.
Nedu, this is Chinedu, I'm sure. Chinedu is 32 years. He said it was on a Friday night. She was standing pretty in front of the club at 3 a.m. after clubbing. I asked her to hop in and she didn't even hesitate. We got home and started making out. Something was rubbing my thigh, but I ignored it at first. I told her to wait and I switched on my light. That's how I saw that he had a full-blown erection. Omo, I told the were to get out as fast as possible or else we will have to settle it man to man.
Exactly.
This one carried a man home.
Are you for real?
Thinking that the guy was the lady. But why these guys? I mean, if you want to, now that LGBTQ communities, they have rights and all, why these guys? Like, you can be proudly what you are. Why these guys as a girl?
Wow. They have to settle that man to man.
Settle it man to man, no. So, you see why I say it's good to have the lights on?
Seriously.
Because they were making out in the dark. And according to what Chinedu said, that the guy was stroking, they were making out and all.
And he was feeling
he felt something rubbing his thigh, but he ignored it.
So let me know what is that.
So he said, I'm sure that thing rubbing against his thigh would have become so much. I was like, you know what? I need to see
this thing, like, what is happening?
He now went to go put on the lights. Lo and behold, just penis. When you think you're making out with a girl.
Lady.
Anyways, Chinedu, I hope this serves as a lesson. Okay,
the last one. Ashabi, 27. This guy told me he's one of the unrecognized billionaires in Nigeria, and I didn't even deny it. After seeing his mansion in Ikoyi, we started having sex. 5 minutes into the sex, we heard a heavy knock on the door, and he became so scared. The door was forced open, and the man in his late 50s entered. That's how this useless guy started saying, "Oga, please, I can explain." Only for me to find out that he's the gatesman of that house.
Wow.
Last, I had to sleep in his small room by the gate. He wanted to touch me again to continue what we started. The thief vexed me so I angrily beat his poverty-stricken hand. Wait, discover you're making out this gatesman.
Oh my God. No, use the word unrecognized billionaire.
Havana.
And do you know that I honestly believe that many girls, especially this Lekki, have slept with gate men.
Exactly.
Have slept with
drivers. Drivers.
That one is bad because you see them cruising the car.
I know.
Oga is not around. Madam is not around. So now they hold car key. And they're also in possession of the car.
Uh-huh.
They will use that car and drive to all the clubs in this Lekki.
There is one I know when they come to the market. The drive, I didn't even know because they were moving and the sound of if you see how the vehicle music was so loud outside. So the lady that was with me was not like that. Don't mind that guy. That is the driver and the maid. That is how they always do when they want to go to the market or to go and get things. They're doing as if they are the owner. Like,
yeah.
I was like, if she had not told me, I would have thought that, oh, this is the guy and his girlfriend.
I don't envy things like that because somewhere in my head, there's a way I feel that the owner of a car drives his car.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see somebody driving a luxury car carelessly,
It tells
It just
a lot.
something rings in my head that this cannot be the owner.
Because you want to take care of your property very
Except
well
of
now.
course you didn't work for the money. You probably did Yahoo or ritual or something.
If not, if you swear to get that
Yeah.
money, hey, one scratch, you will know.
Yeah, you will even be so careful.
Exactly.
See, in this Lagos there, my eyes have seen things.
Yes.
So I don't, some of these things don't faze me anymore.
It doesn't.
Driving car with your music down.
I don't fancy all that.
So, so guys, we've come to the end of these people's experiences, and I know that maybe you can relate because you've probably had a one-night stand or a near one-night stand experience. So here's my advice to you. But before that, Precious, your advice.
Okay, me it's a no.
Absolute no. For me too. No race to the power 10. No. Don't do one night stands for different reasons. It's
risky. Very, very.
Extremely risky. I like the way Igbo say, Odikwa.
Odikwa, very risky. What I go?
Too risky. Like, you don't know this person. You don't know the guy. You don't know the girl. The girl could be anything. The guy could be anything. And then you're not going to the apartment of the person.
Wow.
Like,
more like you just entered into the trap, danger zone or something.
Yeah, anything could happen to you there. Imagine that people who tell like Ini Umoren, right? She let people know where she was going to for a job interview. Yet that happened to her. How much more when you're in a place where people don't even know? Like that's how you go missing. They'll be looking for you for years. You're missing. Exactly. Nobody will have an idea. Do you understand? And the killer will go scot-free.
Imagine the other one that was referred to him as a madman in the area.
So you just slept with a madman. Lucky you didn't get pregnant for the madman. Do you understand? Because some things just run in you, like too risky. Don't do it. Then again, you could contract an STD or an STI, and you don't want that. Honestly, you don't. And this is not even a question of using protection because I don't think they have made condoms for the mouth.
No.
Condoms are only for the genitals, yeah? So what happens when you kiss this person? Okay, let's say you're not kissing, right? What about when this person gives you head? Or you receive head from the person, blowjob? It could move from their mouth to your genitals. It's still like super, super, super risky. Don't do it. And then from a faith-based perspective, if you're a Christian, for example, you don't want to be doing that because I believe God frowns at it.
Exactly.
If you're not married, you're doing it. That's pure, outright fornication. And then if you're married, there's no reason you should be having a one-night stand experience because your wife is not someone, is not a stranger. So you could not possibly have a one-night stand with your wife. So if you're a married person and you're having a one-night stand experience, it means that you're adulterous. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is from a faith-based perspective now, and definitely God would frown at it. So guys, don't do it. We've come to the final end of this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to read your comments on Podroom. Podroom allows you to comment on each episode. I can see your comment. I can respond. I mean, we could have fun there. If you've had an experience or if you have a lesson to share, whatever it is, I would love to see your comments on Podroom. Guys, till when next we meet, bye and be good.
Young in Love.